What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, and I'm back to resurrect the Pat Benatar deep dive, which is to say I was able to locate a few albums, and some of the tracks on them are ones I've already reacted to because I was going through the Best Shots compilation, thank you again to Han Solo, and I did go through Tropico as well, but I've gotten my hands on In the Heat of the Night, Crimes of Passion, and another one from the mid-'80s, which in the moment I'm forgetting. Can I move you over here? Would you mind going up here? Hopefully not. Let's make sure, or let's confirm what it is. It is Seven the Hard Way from '85. So yes, I have 3 additional Pat Benatar albums, and though, as I said, a few of the songs we'll skip over because I've already reacted to them, we now have a great deal more from Ms. Benatar to explore, and I'm very excited about that. I enjoy the material that I've already gone through. Admittedly, there were a few tunes that I had been familiar with for a long time, including Hit Me With Your Best Shot and Heartbreaker, which is notable here because Heartbreaker is the first track on In the Heat of the Night 1979, so we'll skip over that one. And the next track is I Need a Lover, which is a straightforward phrase. You don't know whether it's to compensate for a loss of a previous significant other or lover, whether it's out of sheer desperation, whether it's out of passionate desire and an attempt to satisfy or indeed satiate that desire. It could be a combination of those factors, but yes, it sounds like there's urgency to the title of the song. So let's give it a listen. This is Pat Benatar. The track is I Need a Lover, and it's the second tune on her 1979 album In the Heat of the Night. multiple things come to mind. First off, thinking about the lyrics of Heartbreaker and then hearing the lyrics here, which there's a bit of ambiguity for me, but I caught most of the lines, at least in part, so I have a sense of the concepts at play. It really seems like this might be a concept album, in the heat of the night, speaking to the passion that could happen in the evening, let's say most commonly or most famously. And in regard to that, a song with Heartbreaker about someone who can unlock your fantasies, and then a song here where she's saying, I'm not asking for love, I'm not asking for something, long term. I want someone who can, give me a thrill tonight, someone who can really, find a match to the passion that she's bringing and then hit the highway. It feels like the first two songs certainly are very much in a similar thematic territory, so I wouldn't be surprised if that continues throughout. And indeed, the point of ambiguity I had, at first I thought she was saying someone who, wouldn't love her and then go away. But it sounds like that's actually what she wants. She doesn't want someone who's going to be around, driving her crazy, driving her mad. She's not asking for some long-term love commitment. She wants some passion. She wants a connection in the heat of tonight, and then she wants them to go on their merry way. So, and I think there's even a line about the whole world's calling her tonight, so it sounds like, there's a lot of people who are vying to be in this position, but maybe some of them she's going to reject out of hand because they're too complicated, they're going to bother her, they're going to, drive her crazy. So it sounds like she's looking for someone in a very specific context to fill a particular role, and then, again, to hit the highway and to move along. So yeah, in a way, I suppose there's a bit of a role reversal because, there's lots of guy songs about, the wanderer and so on. Someone who, he wants a different woman each night of the week. He doesn't want to get tied down, and if he feels himself getting tied down, he's going to jump in his car and get away before the emotion takes over. And it feels like this is, a woman kind of saying, I don't want a guy who's going to try to stick around and to, be around me so much that it's going to, just make me freak out or feel like I'm constricted or, sort of locked down. She wants a passionate experience. She wants the heat of the night, and then she wants to, go about her business and not have to worry. So yeah, a bit of a role reversal if I'm reading the song correctly. Again, maybe my first take in the first, 30 seconds or so is actually what's happening here, but I think it's the other way around. I think she doesn't want them to stay. She just wants someone for tonight. So yeah, definitely a rock song. Ultimately, a bit of a blues rock feel when the guitar really gets going and does some solo work in the latter stages, but more or less I'd say it's like a straight up rock and roll type of tune, and I know that is a notable aspect of her output, even if a couple songs that I was familiar with prior to going on this musical journey through YouTube here, I'm aware that she gets into a synth pop, new wave kind of vein, but it seems like at the beginning of her career, she was doing rock tracks. So yes, I'm expecting more of that on this album, maybe with some variety, of course, maybe some ballads, but yes, it seems like she is a rocker. And I remember when I started doing Pat Benatar reactions, people mentioned, she is a rocker, that is her bread and butter, if you will. So, in any case, a cool track. As I said, I'm very excited to return to the Pat Benatar deep dive. Do let me know if you have any insight about this album, Crimes of Passion, or what was it, Seven the Hard Way? I'm already forgetting again what the album title was called. I mean, obviously it'll be a little while before we get to that one. Yeah, Seven the Hard Way. So, as I said, we'll keep going through In the Heat of the Night and Crimes of Passion, skipping over any tunes that we've already done, but yes, I'm very excited for the return of this musical journey. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.